Yo guys, what's up? It's Trent here, and today we're back with a brand new video. It's been a long time since I've posted on the channel, so we're gonna try and make this a good one. We have a lot of roster news going down. Today's video though will be solely covering Huke. As you guys can tell, this is a crazy move that not a lot of us saw coming. I think it was just more surprising due to the fact that Huke was like a centerpiece of Envy. I didn't really think they'd let someone like that go. Um, Obviously they have their reasons and stuff behind closed doors, but I think it's just really crazy to see the likes of Huke and Kenny on the same team. I also think the rest of that roster is really well balanced out, so I'm excited to see what they can do on their match on Saturday. But before we get into everything else, so I have not uploaded to YouTube in a long time. So reason for that is a lot of stuff going on. On top of that, it's not easy to kind of just put out a video every day, especially if you don't want to. That makes it even harder. So, yeah. I'm going to try and get back into it, though. I'm going to give it my full effort, and hopefully you guys can support me on this. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Um, yeah, we're going to see what we can do here. So my new upload schedule will be, I think it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you don't see an upload once throughout the week, I'm probably gonna end up making that one up on Sunday. Just because I feel like Sunday's a good time to kind of upload. Also, I'm not gonna go back to daily because that's a lot. Just creating the videos and then uploading them and doing all that. That's a lot of stuff. I mean, I can do it, but at the same time, I kind of want to ease myself back into it so I don't burn myself out like the last few times. But yeah, so. If you guys enjoy my content, you guys want to see more, make sure you follow me on my socials. They'll be down in the description. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So Huke got released, and we're not sure what Dallas really got for it. I think it'd probably be cash of some sort. I'm not sure they'd want a player back, but maybe you could see a player like Slasher, which is one of the big names in Call of Duty. You could maybe see a player like that going back to or going to Dallas, but I'm not sure how well that'd work just with the team chemistry right now. I think they're pretty comfortable with Fellow at the moment. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas ends up making a change as well. I think letting Huke go was kind of like a shocker to everyone because, I mean, anyone who watches Call of Duty, like, it's Huke. I mean, he's pretty disgusting. So, kind of got to see how that turns out. As far as Thieves go, I think this was a very shocking move. I don't think anyone really saw this coming. Just the fact that they were able to get Huke in general was absurd, and I'm sure everyone that's hearing about it is kind of mind blown at first sight because, I mean, you already have Kenny, your roster's pretty good, and Tej, I mean, as good as he was at S&D and stuff, he's just not as consistent. So you would think of him as kind of like the weak link of that 100 Thieves team, and you slot Huke in there, and that team instantly, I think it's a lot better. I also think that maybe it'll open up the map a little bit more for someone like Venom, one of the rookies coming in. Um, I think the ARs on that team are staples. I think they're really good. I think Kenny is disgusting since he switched to a main AR. And yeah, so I don't really see them making a change. One of the other things I could see is if they were going to make another change, maybe going out and getting one of these ARs. I mean, you have TJ and you have Slasher on your bench, so you're either trading them for money. There's no way you're sitting there with those contracts. You're either trading them for money, which, I mean, would make sense. Some of the teams they could likely go to. I mean, you're looking at Florida. I think maybe LAG. I think they're probably looking for a change. Maybe a team like that could pick them up, slot Vivid in there, keep Chino or something. But you also have to look at, like, a team like Seattle, maybe. And this is probably a really far stretch, especially after getting Desi, but you never know. Like, Seattle might do a trade where they're taking Slasher, and I know this is going to be kind of crazy, but giving Octane and then Slasher plus cash for Octane, and you know how much Nadeshot likes Octane. Obviously that's just kind of a crazy prediction, but if it happened, I wouldn't be surprised with the way the Huke move worked out for them. Also think you look at someone like Skies. I mean, because the only other replaceable person on that roster for me, I mean, obviously Venom and Draza, you're not replacing Kenny or Huke, so it'd have to be one of those two. And I'm not sure what other superstars you could get, but the way it's looking is they're not afraid to spend money. That's something that a lot of these other teams are. Um, but yeah, so originally everyone kind of thought that he would land on Florida, which made the most sense, just because they needed a sub player, and I didn't even think LA Thieves was in the conversation for a change. But when a player like who comes along, like that's something you're not gonna want to miss out on. So I'm not surprised they did it. I wasn't expecting it. I'll say that it was very unexpected. But yeah, so hopefully we can see these guys on. I think it's what day? I think they play Saturday. They play one match. So we'll kind of just have to see how this roster works. They might have a little less practice, but I mean you saw how well that worked out for them going into the major when they made a losers bracket run with 2 days of practice. So we'll see. I think one of the big reasons why he kind of fits on this roster is because they play very free flowing COD. There's not a whole lot of structure. I mean, granted it's COD, so there's going to be a little bit here and there, but they're not a super structured team in the way they play right now. So, I mean, I could see this roster being really good. I could also see it being really bad. Not really bad, but mediocre. Just because, in my mind, I don't think Dallas makes that change unless there's an actual issue. Maybe it was just Huke forcing himself out. That could be something, or it could be something to do with the way he plays, and maybe it's making it harder for them to win. But I kind of just look back into the off season with this one, and I think like you dropped Clay, gave him to New York, and now you're making a roster change with Huke, and you guys just won champs. So starting to think of maybe Dallas is regretting dropping Clay. Just due to the fact I think Clay builds really good teams. I mean, if you look at NYSL right now, like they're a very, very good team. And he's had a huge part in that. Getting ASIM. I mean, that was mostly Zuma, but getting ASIM. Also probably a huge part of getting Hydra. Just because I don't think they were really talked about before that. But yeah, so I think it'll be crazy to see what comes in the next few days. Obviously the Seattle change. I'll probably be uploading that video Monday, if I had to guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to share this with your friends, and if you want more content, just leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think's going on with the roster changes. Any other crazy roster changes you could see? I saw some people talking on Twitter about Optic maybe. That would be a crazy, crazy change. But we'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Turn, and I'll see you next time. Peace.